Another Saturday when we bring you your favorite security and safety tonic, Security Watch Africa, on the Africa Independent Television. Welcome to your program. My name still remains Patrick Abambu. Today we are going to be looking at a number of issues that affects Nigeria, and we'll be looking at the current state of security in Nigeria. Is it getting better or is it getting worse? A lot of answers to that and a lot of views concerning that, and really it's something that Nigerians are yearning for: a peaceful environment, a secured environment for them to be able to actualize their ambition and their aspiration. Welcome to your program today. My name still remains Patrick Abambo. I already have seated with me in the studio my brother, my friend, a professional colleague, talking about Suleiman Ubagaya. Suleiman Ubagaya was a former Deputy National President of Nigerian Guild of Editors. He's the Chief Executive of Sky Limit Media Group and also a member of the World Editors Forum. It's a pleasure to have you on the program today.
Thank you.
Looking at a number of issues that affect, but one of that quickly is that I want to draw the attention of security agencies and government and Nigerians to what is happening right now along Abuja-Kaduna Highway. There seems to be a blockade, serious blockade going on. People are being prevented from moving to their destinations. Information is that people are protesting against incessant kidnap by bandits or whoever they are. And so they want government and security agencies to do something urgently. But right now, as it is, people are being obstructed. I don't know if that is a proper way to make their views being known. But like you see me, I will be talking with my guest on that issue. But this, you see me putting my face mask on, is to remind us that coronavirus is still with us. The COVID-19 is still there killing people in the world. But thank God for the vaccination that is available, and people are encouraged to get vaccinated. A lot of people have already done their second doses, and so that to prevent us all. We're all encouraged to do it. It has no problem, no adverse side effect like some people have reported for it to have. It's not true. Let me come to you. We'll talk what is happening on that road, Abuja-Kaduna Express Road. Yes, the Nigerian citizens have the right to look or seek for a better security for their lives, because that is actually the essence of governance, security and welfare of the people. But what would you say about blocking a major highway?
Well, you see, I'm always against I'm always against situations where people will resort to self-help. Even though their grievances are genuine, indeed there have been so many cases of hijackings, abductions on that highway, but it doesn't add up to have people blocking a major artery between the north and the south. The Kaduna-Abuja Expressway is the major linkway between the northern parts and the southern parts of the country, and also between the northern parts and the federal capital. So it is a road that is of indispensable importance. And having it blocked, you know, the economic implications, the social implications, and even the health implications. Already thousands of vehicles are gathered there. And there is also the possibility of even the security situation getting aggravated, because the criminals could take advantage of the situation to launch an attack there.
Security personnel are even being prevented from moving.
Exactly. My younger brother who was there, he was driving to Kaduna, and unfortunately he had even arrived in Kaduna because he was at the toll gate, and that's where the blockade is taking place. So he had to make a detour back to Abuja. Right now, as we speak, he's on his way, you know, I think taken through another route.
Course,
it doesn't, of course, like I said, the grievances are genuine, but it doesn't,
give
us
any
way
to do it.
Exactly.
I thought that there could be a better way to do that, and we're pleading to those who have blocked the major way to please try to open it for the sake of your fellow citizens that you are helping to state their case for. Please open the way so that other people, government will actually do what they need to do. But again, like we have said on this program, citizens have a lot of responsibility to play in securing their lives. Because it seems as if the security is only for the government alone, government agencies.
Yeah, that is a mistake people keep making. I once mentioned here that In terms of contribution towards national security, citizens have 60% role to play, and that is a global standard.
All right, okay.
But in Nigeria, the impression we keep giving is that in the entire security architecture has to be championed by government alone. All of us are soldiers. All of us are policemen.
All right.
Not in uniform, of course. You understand? But in terms of the roles we are expected to play, we are like them that are in uniform. Okay. And that's how we should also behave.
All right. We'll get back to talking more about that. Also, just yesterday, a new theater commander has taken over the headquarters of Operation Hadinkai in Maiduguri, Borno State, talking about Major General Chris Musa. He is taking over. Major General Chris Musa has an intimidating profile because he has seen so many operations, he has gone on so many trainings, and I think where the now Chief of Army Staff left, that's talking about Major General Farouk Yahaya, stopped. Chris Musa will continue to do well. We wish him well there. But let's go with the program before we'll talk about our topic of the day, which is still current state of security in Nigeria. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, in trying to improve the performance of their men, held a training workshop for their personnel in the northeast in Maiduguri, Borno State. This was put together by the Civil Defense and a private organization who works to ensure that that is done. Sit back as we bring you this report from Maiduguri.
Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, played host to the Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Audi, as the first Civil Defense Security Empowerment Workshop for officers in the northeast zone of Nigeria was held. The opening ceremony had in attendance the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Interior, Dr. Shuaib Belgore, who represented the Minister of Interior, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, Borno State Deputy Governor, Umar Usman Kadafo, who was there to represent the Governor of Borno State, Professor Umar Zulum, and Mohammed Goni Alkali, the Chief Executive of Northeast Development Commission, amongst other stakeholders. In his welcome address, the Commandant General, NSCDC, Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Audi, disclosed the essence of training and retraining as part of his leadership agenda.
This training is to this end and very central to my vision. And at this critical time, the aim is to rejig and oil our operational machinery for optimal performance. It is therefore commendable that the Northeast Development Commission and the governors of the Northeast region have taken it upon themselves as major stakeholders to invest on the Corps with a view to enhancing its capacity to safeguard lives and property.
Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Interior, Dr. Shuaib Belgore says that the NSCDC is contributing towards improving the state of security in the country.
Let me address the Commandant General for the giant steps you have taken to make a difference in the life of your service within so short a time. We are watching you at the ministry. And I want to assure you of the support of the Minister and the entire Ministry for positive policy initiatives that will impact on the internal security of the country.
While declaring the workshop open, the Deputy Governor of Borno State commended the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps for their tireless efforts in helping to bring down insecurity in the state.
This workshop is organized in time to checkmate the lingering security challenges that causes huge setback to the state and the region at large. The workshop will have not come at a better time than now, as it offers huge opportunity for the officers and men of the Nigerian Civil Defense Corps to devise new strategies to combat emerging security challenges in Borno State.
Speaking to Security Watch Africa on the sideline of the workshop, Dr. Audi reiterated his commitment to ensure that the NSCDC under his watch discharge its mandate diligently.
I am not ready to be an armchair chief executive. I like to go around, to go and see my officers and men in the field, with a view to encouraging them to give their best.
The lead consultant for the workshop, Tony Unwaru, gave insight to the essence of the workshop.
We came to them, we got to them, we told them, look, initially they were like agitated, we told them, look, you're not spending any money. We are going to buy into this concept, we are also going to bring the sponsors, And at the end of the day, what we're looking at is beyond for some people look at their consultants, they are out to make money. It's not that. What we're looking at is how we can contribute our quota towards helping to solve this insurgency problem in the country.
Shekina Chinkere, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. We are going to be taking you from Borno State straight to command in Nasarawa State is working assiduously to ensure that vandals who have taken it as a way of life to destroy public properties, particularly the railway lines, do not have free passage. Sit back as we bring you this report from Shekina Chinkere in Nasarawa State.
It is a crime against any society to destroy public or private properties, and it's a punishable offense by law. Rail transportation system, which is known globally as a major economic and mobility infrastructure, is currently being reconstructed in Nigeria by governments. Yet, some citizens have consciously vandalized rail tracks and sleepers for their selfish economic gains. The Nasarawa State Police Command, under the leadership of CP Bola Longe, has launched serious onslaught against vandals destroying rail tracks and sleepers. A major breakthrough, which was recorded when a syndicate involving high-profile personalities and foreign nationals were arrested.
Initially, we perceived the job of protecting the railway line as a tangential duty to the police, because there is, a security agent that is saddled with that. But by the time we discovered that gradually they were dismantling the railway line between Gudi and Agaragu, we had to construct railway line vandalization template, and led by OC anti-kidnapping. In the process of going around with the directive, with the mandate given to them, CSPAO came out with some arrests. And the people arrested were subjected to serious and exhaustive interrogation and investigation. And they came in, and they started talking like canary. So on the basis of that, we arrested some people mentioned by them. And that really paid off in a mighty manner.
Security Watch Africa was in Lafia, the Nasarawa State capital, and spoke to some of the vandals.
My name is Ibrahim A. Usman.
Ibrahim A. Usman. What happened in this case was, he is a civil defense officer that gives coverage for the vandals. At around 1 a.m., he escorted them to the railway line inside the forest. And when they finished cutting and loading it in the J5, that J5 that you see inside there, after the loading, for them to move, the shaft of the J5 got damaged.
CP Longe disclosed to Security Watch Africa that security in the state is under control, as he and his officers and men will ensure that criminals have no place to hide.
We have galvanized the psyche of our men, and they are now bold, and they are working with unrestricted, professional audacity, and they are going after the criminals.
Shekina Chinkere, Security Watch Africa, Lafia, Nasarawa State.
Thank you. Well, thank you for because checking out how to do a lot of work with them there in Nasarawa State. But let's also go to Abuja at the Army headquarters, where there was a change of baton at the Department of Army Public Relations. A new sheriff is there to help mediate between the public, the media, and the Nigerian Army, talking about Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu. He took over during the week. Sibakas will bring you this report by Shuli Daniels.
Following the recent posting and appointment of senior officers of the Nigerian Army, the new Director of Nigerian Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, has officially assumed office on Wednesday, 16 June 2021 at the Nigerian Army headquarters in Abuja. At the handing over ceremony, Brigadier General Nwachukwu stated that the security challenges in Nigeria required multidisciplinary method, and to curb it to the barest minimum, the media must partner with the military.
I must appreciate members of the 4th Estate of the Realm, my very good friends, for your individual support and cooperation during my tenure as the Acting Director of Defense Information. I implore you all to remain steadfast as you carry out your essential role of educating and informing the public, thereby bringing the society up to speed on the happenings in the defense and security sector. I urge you to use your reportage and medium positively to shape public perception and opinion towards enduring national defense and security institutions to the
The new Army Director used the opportunity to thank the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Farouk Yahaya, for his appointment, and the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, for his encouragement. On his path, Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima tendered his appreciation to the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru, and to the staff and officers for their support, while entreating them to extend similar cooperation to the new director.
I wish to thank the former Chief of Army Staff, late Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru, my boss and friend, may so rest in peace, who found me worthy of the position I am holding today. My appreciation equally goes to the incumbent Chief of Army Staff, Major General Farouk Yahaya, for yet another opportunity to serve under him as spokesman of the Nigerian Army.
Shuli Daniels, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is your program Security Watch Africa, where we bring you security information wherever it's happening, only on this channel, the Africa Independent Television. Yes, you saw it there, the new Director of Army Public Relations taking over. I would just ask you a few words. How would you describe what happened at the Army headquarters?
Well, it's a very big moment for Nigeria, because a thoroughbred professional devoid of politics or politicking has been appointed as the new spokesman of the Nigerian Army. I am happy for them. I remember about 2-3 days after the appointment of the current Chief of Army Staff, I was on this same program on Saturday, I think about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And one of the things I mentioned also in my column that gets published in the Sun newspaper, I particularly joined other well-meaning Nigerians in requesting for the change of the Director Army Public Relations. Because honestly speaking, that is the engine room, you understand. With the National Orientation Agency failing in its statutory responsibilities, we need a Department of Army Public Relations that is up and doing, and that is also manned by a thoroughbred professional. Onyema Nwachukwu is a friend, is a thoroughbred professional, and I know him very well. I'm sure he's going to deliver. I pray and hope he becomes the most successful.
Exactly. We really pray and hope that he delivers, because he is coming with a track record that speaks volumes.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know, our topic today is looking at the current security situation in the country. A lot of people have a lot of views, but I want to take you on just on Thursday night, you know, there was another adoption at the Federal Government College at Bruni Yauri in Kebbi State. A lot of people are disturbed because there was a pre-information and some policemen were there, you know, but yet these people were able to come, kill one policeman, and still carry some of the children and teachers away. Well, it seems that these people, these bandits, are becoming more daring.
Okay, well, to directly respond to your poser, indeed, they are becoming more daring. But let me give a little background. 1 month after the abduction of 276 school girls in Chibok, the World Economic Forum took place here in Abuja for Africa, you know, and some of top businessmen came up with the idea of Safe Schools Initiative in partnership with the United Nations Global Education Initiative, headed by Gordon Brown. So with the whole idea behind the Safe Schools Initiative is to remove schools or close schools in high-risk areas and relocate them to safer areas. And I remember some weeks back, less than 2 months ago, President Buhari, also here in Abuja, relaunched that initiative. So government at the moment has been busy at both state and federal levels, closing down schools in high-risk areas. But you can hardly even call the federal government girls' college in Yauri a high-risk. Yauri itself, you can hardly even call it a high-risk area.
It's not high-risk, it's semi-urban.
Exactly, semi-urban, exactly. But the issue is, you know, Nigeria is quite very big, and the security personnel are overstretched. The Nigerian army, as we keep saying, is operating in 34 out of 36 states. So you see, they are severely overstretched, and there is the issue of equipment also, you know, that is practically short. I remember when my big brother, Burate, General Burate, was the chief of army staff. He came up with the idea of production of weapons locally, you know, to augment, you know, the shortfall we had, you know, from the ones we purchased internationally in the international market. So, in spite of that, there is a shortage of weapons, there is a shortage of personnel. The entire officers of the Nigerian army that are in active service are a little over 100,000. A lot of people don't even know that, you know. Likewise, the police, and a lot of the people are also guarding private individuals, some of whom are not even contributing anything to the economy, you know. So these are some of the realities.
Challenges, and the reality.
And then there is also the issue of, like I keep saying, the need for the locals to always strive to drive intelligence.
Exactly.
You know, except the locals drive intelligence, this security personnel, the intelligence personnel, are not magicians. They are just like you and me. Of course, they are trained, but they are not magicians. They are not spirits.
They need to work with what the people are providing.
Exactly. So it will be up to us also to provide information. Not only provide information, the information should be timely. The intelligence we supply must be actionable.
Yeah. But you know, there were some intelligence that there were attacks in Kebbi State, but they were not specific about which of the school, and that was why police deployed some men there. But unfortunately, the overwhelming number of the bandits was so much that the police couldn't withstand it. But I think the cheering news that came up is that some of these adoptees were eventually rescued, and about 80 of these bandits were eliminated and all that. That is quite cheering. But how best, like you said, how best can we come out of this, because these children have been traumatized daily?
Honestly speaking, the Safe Schools initiative that I mentioned needs to be really put into practice. It should be defined. Then, like I also said, the issue of actionable intelligence. You know, we need to cooperate more with the security and intelligence services, give them tips. As soon as we see anything happening, don't say you are in a hurry. Stop over, pass the information to the necessary security personnel. And for the security personnel, they also need to weed out the bad eggs among them. You know, because there are some bad eggs who give away informants. You know, so because of that, people are afraid to pass information to the intelligence or security services.
Because we are getting signal to leave. Let me take you on this. On Thursday, also, President Muhammad Buhari was in Maiduguri, Borno State. Some say this is a significant and remarkable move. Would you say that this will help to take care of some of all these security challenges we're experiencing?
Yes, honestly speaking, I was very happy when I saw the president in Maiduguri. That is the hotbed of insurgency. That's why it was started in 2009, if I remember. And so the fact that he is there personally, you know, first of all to commission some of the over 500 projects executed by Governor Zulum, and also to meet the soldiers one-on-one. He was able to have a personal interaction with them. I'm sure it will go a long way in boosting their morale, and it will also further show doubting Thomases that indeed the president is up and doing. Of course, he has his minuses. We all have our plus as humans. We can never be perfect. But the fact that indeed he had to go to Maiduguri.
And he met with the Borno elders also in the palace of the Shehu.
Exactly. It will now be up to the people of Maiduguri, because I keep accusing people of Maiduguri. When I say people of Maiduguri, indeed not all of them. It will now be up to them to also weed out the bad eggs in the society.
Especially in the northern Borno.
Exactly. There are people who pass information, rather than passing information to the security services, they pass information to the terrorists, you know, about movements of troops.
I think we'll discuss that next week, God willing, but because we are getting signal to leave, we must leave for other programs to continue. Viewers, if you have joined us, I'm sure you've enjoyed the program. We'll come again to you next week, God willing, so that we'll give you another information that is needful. Until then, we'll say bye for now and remain blessed.